How long is forever? Something that I still do not understand to this day. Because from my understanding, my current existence right now is well, I hate to put it this way, but it's a blip. It's a blip in time that doesn't really matter, because nothing matters, and that's okay, but it's how you move on from that, because life is short, but it's long. And it's complex, and it's unique. You're the unique person, because you're living your unique individual experience. Are you going to let some random person or event that happened, this thing that happened to you 5 years ago or 5 months ago or whenever it happened to you, are you really going to let that dictate the rest of your life? We don't have forever. One day you will stand up and you'll realize that your back is hurting you, or you're not able to walk as fast as you used to, or your body is not just reacting or moving as fast as you once did. It's because you don't have forever. You're only going to get older from here. Today is literally the youngest you will ever be. Today is a brand new day. No one has ever experienced today. That's weird. It's weird. Because you don't know what you're capable of. You don't know if you're able to actually go out there and live a normal life, because what even is normal? As soon as you start thinking about the things that you like to think about, you start thinking, oh, I'm odd. Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, I'm an idiot. The more you talk down to yourself, the more you call yourself a loser, the more it becomes true. The more it becomes reality. Because you never realize it until you're too late that you are the creator of your own life. I know that sounds really weird, but every single moment from the second you wake up, you are choosing something. Okay, you're either choosing to get in your car. You're choosing to put on an outfit today. You're choosing to go talk to that person. You're choosing to go do that thing. You don't have to. The truth is, you don't have to do anything, but it doesn't mean the world is going to sit there and do nothing and be like, hey, this guy needs a break, or this guy needs to chill, and it will just calm down for him. No. Your life is finite, as in not infinite. A day will come that will be your last. And the person that you once made fun of, soon enough you will become inside their shoes. Because that's why you try not to act all high and mighty. Because tomorrow you might lose everything. You might fall on your face. You might come out of the store and trip and think that everyone's watching you. You want to know why? Because have you ever heard of a spotlight effect? It's basically where you think the whole world revolves around you and you are the main character. And not even in that way. Not even in that way. Just in the sense of, oh, I messed up. The world hates me. I'm not going to be able to do anything ever again. And that's the way it's always going to be. In the negative sense. Because you're so quick to put yourself down. You're so quick to encourage those negative thoughts and continue to push them. But what about talking good about yourself? What about changing that mindset? What about when your mind tells you can't do something, you shut up and you do it anyway? Because the whole point of this whole video, the point of this video is like, I'm wasting my life. I'm wasting my time. Every day I'm waking up and it feels like Groundhog's Day every single day. I want to break some kind of cycle. I want to do something else. But what does that even look like? I've said this before, but your mind will accept an unfamiliar hell when exposed to your mind will accept a familiar hell even when it is exposed to an unfamiliar heaven. And I know I just stuttered that really bad, but I'll say it again. A familiar heaven is going to be more good to you than an unfamiliar Dude, am I actually just stupid? Hell and heaven. We're living on hell. No, we're not. Okay, but what I'm just trying to say is your bad habits take over. And they become you. And in a sense, you don't live anymore, because if you live by routine, if you live by habit, are you truly living at all? And I know I can't talk today, dude. I can't talk. I can't even look around because it's so bright. honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not having a good day today. You know, that's why I'm kind of thinking about like life and like the end of it and like the after experience, you know, because forever's a long time, you know, it's eternity. You know, so I ask myself this too. That thing you're waiting on, that thing you're waiting to do, why are you waiting? You act like you have time. You act like you have forever. But you don't. I don't know how long you have. No one knows how long you have. Nobody could tell you why you're here. Nobody could tell you why you do anything. You know, it's because you want to or you don't. There is no in between. You know, you're tolerating it or you're not. You can make your life whatever you want it to be. Okay? It's going to take time. You know, it's really going to take time. You know, you and your beat down vehicle, you and that cigarette in your mouth. You try hard. But it doesn't work. You know, because you wake up every single morning with the same aching pain in your chest. And nothing makes it go away. Because you're stuck living in the past. And then you're living in a future that doesn't even exist. And then you act like you care, but you don't really care about anything. You know, and then you get upset when something bad happens. You know, I mean, you get in your car and you start driving, and then when you get into an accident, you act like it's the world's fault. I mean, you chose to get in your car. You are aware that accidents happen. You know, one day, at the end of your life, you know, you'll know when it's there. You know, because you'll feel it. You know, that presence, that aching in your back, that aching in your chest. Even I'm kind of getting it right now. I think I might be getting sick or something, you know, because like my chest is kind of hurting me. My neck is kind of hurting me. Like I kind of have like phlegm. And no, it's not because of the smoke, guys. I just don't know. It just seems like everything I try to do gets knocked down. You know, when around here, no one is trying to build their own thing. Everyone is just trying to take yours and make it into their own. You know, and knock you down. You know, just to make them feel good. But when those demons finally start creeping up on you, and you realize that you were in control, and there was nobody else to blame, it was all you. You know? And I know what do I just do? I just say, you know, and then I talk about death, and then I talk about life, and then I talk about myself, and then I talk about how I hate everything, and then but we're gonna keep it all in. You know, because the truth is, nobody cares what you do. You know, nobody cares if you go off and do that thing. Nobody cares if you go out and get successful. You know, people are only really worried about themselves. You know, start with loving yourself. You know, start with making your own time enjoyable. You know, because if you're not enjoying your day, then who is? You know, because who is aware that you are thinking in the first place? You know, once you really start asking yourself that deep question, you start to learn a lot. You start to realize that you are the one alone inside of your own head. Yeah, I'm sorry, that was annoying. You're the one that's alone inside of your own head. And you make your decisions. You know, and even when it feels like things are dragging along, you know, they're not really. You know, because I even said this in the beginning, life is short. You know, and one day you'll wake up and you're going to be like 30. You know, or you're going to be 50. And you're going to be like, wow. My life really went by in a flash. You know, in a blink. Not too sure why it did. I don't know how it did. I didn't ask to be here. I didn't ask to do anything. I wasn't necessarily forced to. But I felt like it was my responsibility. You know, and if I didn't stand up and take it, then someone else would have. But then that left me in an alienated spot where I didn't do anything. Where I kind of just waited for my life to unfold. Because the truth is, my life is not going to last forever. I don't even know what it is I want to do. I don't want to really see much. I don't want to meet much people. A part of me doesn't care to. Maybe because when I was growing up as a child, I was always surrounded by the negativity. Always people were putting themselves down, and in return, I picked that up. And that's my mindset now. And it's, I don't want to say it's impossible to get out of it, but it's really, really hard. And then you might see somebody and then that kind of gets your heart beating quick. And then you don't want to talk to them, because you think you have time. But the truth is you don't. You don't have time. You think you do. Laying back on the safety net of tomorrow, thinking you could do things next week, next month, whatever, next year. Don't put off what could be done today, tomorrow. Just because of the simple fact there might not be a tomorrow. You might wake up tomorrow and that person that you love dearest might be gone. And then you have to reevaluate. Take responsibility for your life, because the truth is, it's not your fault. It's not. It's really not. But unfortunately, it's your responsibility to take care of yourself. That's why I'm here at the gym. That's why I've been trying to eat healthy. But it's not helping me feel any better. Even when I do things that are supposed to make me feel good, they don't. And I'm the person that preaches, do what makes you feel good is the only way to actually feel good. I don't know what makes you feel good anymore. You're just trapped in like a numb spot. Where you're not really feeling anything. You kind of just are like looking out from like a third perspective. Looking at pictures from somebody else's life. It doesn't really mean much. It's just images with colors. You try to find that motivation, but you realize you never needed any motivation to actually get anywhere, nor did you need any discipline. All you really needed was that will to survive, that fire. And I still kind of have it. It's still kind of there. I still kind of want to continue to pursue myself. But here's another saying that you should really learn. Stop shoulding yourself. And I did not say that other word. I said stop shoulding yourself. Should. I should have done this. I should have done that. I should have did this. No. Stop. It's over. You learned from it or you didn't. You can't let that one thing define your entire life. Because if you do, you're not going to be able to live your life. Thank you for watching this video. It's kind of just me talking about life and just how it's not forever and how life is short. But if I could leave you with one more thing, and you might need to hear it, you might not, but if you're scared now, you will most likely be scared always. So why not just try? As long as you're doing everything you do with honesty, compassion, and your best effort, whatever percentage you have to give today. Because if you have 39% today, and that's all you can give, you give that 39% and you're left feeling like garbage, you did good today. Okay, you gave 100%. You gave everything. Okay, but in life, when you give everything to something, it takes everything inside of you to quit it, to stop it. Because the only way to heal a wound in this life is to stop touching it. Stop touching it. Stop touching the wound. Stop revisiting it. I guess I'm going to stop now before this gets emotional. But just realize your life is short. It's not forever. Stop. Ignore everything I just said. Get out there, make friends. You know, make friends, get out and talk good about yourself, enjoy the flowers, you know, talk to people, you know, and really spend time with the people you love closest, because you don't know how long they're going to be around for. You know, love, be kind, put on a smile. You know, even if that's the least you could do is just put on a smile and pass it to somebody else, then that's good enough. You know, as much as I want to believe life is some horrible, decrepit, horrible existence, it's not. It's beautiful, and I'm lucky to be living it. You know, and I'm grateful to be living. I'm appreciative to be living it. You know, I just don't want to sit around and pretend that the time for change has passed me by, because it hasn't. You know, I decide that. You decide that. You know, get out there, try to make a new friend. You know, try to talk to people. You know, try to open up more, and try to be more honest. You know, and realize that you're only a human being. You know, you're not. Stop aiming to be a perfect person, and maybe just try to aim to be a better person than you were yesterday. You know, small steps. And while you're doing that, remember to stay positive. You know, because life is hard. How many times have I said that? Probably a million. It's because it is. You know, and if life is hard, then that must mean that death has to be pretty easy. Get out there and enjoy your day. Try to.